Hello, welcome back to another exciting episode. We hope you enjoy it. Oh, don't forget, if you could please check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/ResslerMania. We'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. We really like seeing those numbers go up, and we appreciate everyone who has subscribed in the past, so thank you very much. Now, without further ado, on with the video. Okay, we're here today at the Home Depot. The Ryobi products are on sale, and there's a couple things I have my eye on. So let's go in and see what Ryobi product we get today.
It's the 40 volt lithium brushless cordless mower. It is 20 inches. Now, of course, it is on sale, so that's not really the price I'm paying, but that is the normal asking price. Let's take a look and see what they got here. Oh, we got one box left. Let's go ahead and get it and load it in the van and take it home.
Okay, now since we got this thing home and unloaded from the van, it's time to do an unboxing. Packed pretty tight, which is nice. Actually, not a whole lot of extra cardboard there. See what we got on this side. Yeah, looks like we got the charger for the battery. We got the looks like the piece you put in so the grass can be spit out. You got a whole bunch of instructions and all kinds of good stuff there. Looks like you can even win some stuff. Cool. Okay. It's like a box for the battery in there. Try to get that out. Yeah, that's not going to happen right now. But trust me, there's a battery in there. Now to try to get the contraption out. Ugh. Piece of cardboard, another piece of cardboard. Piece of cardboard in the back. Another piece of cardboard. And now, try to pick this thing up. Okay, I may have to put this camera on a tripod or something because it looks like it's going to need two hands. Maybe not. There we go. Yeah, nice and compact. Little grass catcher right there. Looks like it just clips onto the back there. Alright, I'm going to read the directions a little bit and see if we can get this thing together. I can show you how to put the grass catcher on and get this thing moving. Okay. As I read the directions and such, I'm going to go ahead and open up the battery. Notice that the battery itself has some operating instructions. Very nice. Of course, the standard safety rules, all that good stuff. Oh, it comes in a Ziploc little baggie, which is good. Okay, I'm going to open this up off camera, and then we'll put it in the charger, plug it in, and then we'll see all the information that was on the box. I have the battery unbagged. It does have a readout. Push the question mark button right here. Show you how juiced up it is, which is of course almost dead at this point. Now at the bottom there is a release. So you put the release on the back side here. You just follow the arrows, slide it right on in. See if I can do it with one hand. There we go. Go ahead and plug it in. Alrighty. And on the side here, you will see that it is charging. You also see on the back the indicator that it is charging. It is kind of neat. It has these little icons on the side. So of course if it's just a solid red, it's just power that's on. If it's blinking red, it's testing. Of course it's defective if it blinks between green and red back and forth real quick. It's charging when it is blinking, which is what it's doing now, so that's a good sign. And of course if it's solid green, it is 100% charged and it is ready. So I do have another one of these that I use for the weed whacker, and it's the exact same size, 40 volts, 5 amps. So we may not have to wait for this to charge up the whole way before we do a test run. But until then, again, we're going to go over the box, and then we're going to go over the unit after I read the directions. Now on top of the box, as you saw, it does say that it is a 40 volt lithium brushless 20-inch cordless lawnmower. It claims to have gas-like power. We will see. And of course the 40 volt lithium battery. These are the different devices that of course it does take. Again, I do have, I think it's this one. Yeah. So I do, nope, I have this one. It's a straight one. So I do have this one here. It does take different pieces, so we'll show you some other pieces maybe in a future video, and also the weed whacker and how that works. But for now, let's get back to the lawnmower. Now of course when you open it up, as you saw, it does have some nice information on the side that you can join their conversation. They have a Facebook page, and they have Twitter and Pinterest, and of course they're on their Ryobi channel. So if you want to see how some of their products work, or if you want some tips and hints, you can go on YouTube. Of course there's a customer service and registration website, which is kind of nice. On the side, shows you some of its features. Of course it is brushless, lightweight. As you saw, I was able to pull that out of the box with one hand. so not too bad. Has a push button start. Oh, and a spider. Goodbye, spider. And it says single point height adjustment. So that's kind of neat. On the bottom of the box has a lot of the same information. On the side, yep, exactly the same information. See what they have on this side. Ooh, on the back, or the front, it does say, let's see, it has a 7-position, I'm right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I should go up because there's another one here. Telescoping and quick release handles for easy storage. A 7-position single point height adjustment up to 3 3/4 inches higher, which is kind of neat. And then go to the standard 1.5 inch cut, which is what most people use. Of course, carrying handles for user convenience. I guess that's a big handle that I picked it up from. An over mode handle for added user comfort. Not quite sure what that is, but sounds good. High intensity LED headlights. Ah, cool, it has headlights. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. 2-in-1 mulching and bagging capable. Oh, so I guess it can just, if you don't want to bag it, you can just make it into a mulcher, which is kind of neat. Onboard battery compartment for quick battery exchange. Oh, I see. So it only runs on 40 volt, but you can have a spare over here. So if this battery runs out, you just swap it. You don't have to run back to the garage or wherever you're charging things up on. But it only does have one battery it comes with. But like I said, I have another unit that has a 40 volt battery, so I'll just use that as the spare when I run this, which is kind of nice. And let's see, anything on this side? Nope, same old, same old. So it looks like we got everything on the box. So let me start reading the directions, and then we can start playing with that critter there. Oh, by the way, as I was reading the instructions, I saw a tag on that thing that I thought was that you put into the side of the lawnmower so the grass would just spit out. I was wrong. It's a mulch plug. So I guess this is what you put in to plug up so it doesn't go into the bag, so it'll just mulch. So that's what I'm assuming this is now. So I'm going to read the directions and let's see if I'm right. See what came in with the instructions. There we go. Okay, we got the standard operating manual. Nice small print for old people like me. Of course, different parts list. Safety instructions. Of course, diagrams, which is nice for people like me. Alrighty, need my magnifying glass to read the letters. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there watching this know exactly what I'm talking about. The older I get, I swear the smaller the print everybody makes. And all the instructions. Okay, there's that review to win. Oh, that's to write a review on somewhere. Oh, it looks like you can go on Facebook and write your review. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, here we go. And of course you can register to win up to $10,000. Cool. I think I might do that. And And operating instructions on the battery charger, which I already know how to use from the other one that I had. And okay, about the battery and which battery, the battery that it can be used with, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's pretty good. So off camera, I'm going to go over the unit, see if I can figure out how to use this thing, and hopefully we can get this running for you. You can see how this works. One thing I did learn already from the instructions, this back, of course, flips up, where you can kind of see into the back, like right into where the blades are. And that, see if I can do this without completely messing it up. That mulch kit just kind of fits right in there. Yep, it's getting away from me. There you go. Just fits right in there like that. That's it. Kind of looks a little precarious there, but you just give a little push, and that's it. It kind of sticks out. Well, what happens is the lid comes down, and it's spring loaded, and it just kind of just keeps it in there with the spring. So, kind of a neat design. It looks a little weird, but it seems to fill the slot pretty well. I mean, you can see some opening there, but it won't go into where the blade is. And that is made just right. Go right up against that piece that sticks out. So evidently they know what they were doing when they designed it. So that's interesting. Okay, a little correction again. That mulch kit, I just didn't wiggle it hard enough. You have to wiggle it kind of up and down to get it back there, but it does go flush. As you can see here, it does go flush with the back of the unit. And of course, to get this thing out, you just kind of pop this up, and now it won't do it for me. Well, with two hands anyway. This handle kind of goes forward, and you pop it up, and that whole thing comes right out. So the mulch kit does go all the way in, and it does go a lot more secure than what I thought. So my apologies on that. Now to put the grass catcher on, it's really very, very simple. All you have to do, although it may not be simple with one hand, but you take a hold of the handle here, the door here just comes up, you take this, where those white knobs are right there, they go in little catchers, and then you just close the door. Now the catches, see if I can get a better shot of the catches, are right here on the side. So you can see kind of moving up and down. That's where the catches are, and there's one on either side. So that's it. You just pull up the flap, drop it on these catches. This comes back down, pushes right on there, and it's on there nice and sturdy. Now to get the handlebars out for the first time, they use two little handles. You have to pull out. One on that side, one on this side. Oops, slipped. There we go. And the handles come right up. Then all you have to do, put these back down. They lock into place. And that's it. And of course with your extensions, this is the brake. Pop both sides out. And you extend that out to as high as you want. Then you put the brakes back on, or the clamps back on rather. There we go. Look, I got to do this with two hands, I think. It keeps slipping down. There we go. Okay. And by the way, I'm holding the camera with one hand. I'm trying to do this with the other, so I apologize. And with my height, I am about 6'2", and fully extended. That actually feels pretty good. Now there it is set up. Now we just have to wait for the battery to charge, or I go in and get my other battery, and then we can test this thing out. Now in the battery compartment, when you first get it, the what's called the key is right there. So you have to untape that. Of course, get the tape back out of there. And your key goes right in there. So pushing it down, that activates it. Pulling it up, or pulling it out, whichever, but pulling it up really, would deactivate it. So you can't accidentally push the start button and have it go unless you have this key pushed in. Nice little feature. Of course, right here, that's where the live battery goes. And in here is for your spare battery, called the battery storage, which is kind of nice. And over here is your height adjustment for the blades. And again, it goes from 1 1/4 inch all the way down, which is standard, up to 3 1/4 inch. So it looks like you just pull back, lift up, and what it does is it takes the front wheels and lifts them up or down. So it's not really the blade itself, it's the wheels. Now flipping it over on its side, you see it kind of looks like a regular push mower on the bottom. Except this is plastic. It's a very, very hard, durable plastic, but it is plastic. I'm assuming to keep the weight down. The blades, not a real thick blade, but and not super sharp, but I mean it's sharp. I can't cut myself with it, but definitely enough to cut blades. Looks like to change the blade you just kind of undo this. I'll find that out later. And looks like the unit just pops off, which is kind of nice. So what we're going to do, take the battery, lift up the protective housing, you can see on the back there's like little rails there. They go right in between this piece of plastic and the back. Push it in, you hear a click, then that key, push that in, that should activate it. And you get up here. Says all you should have to do, according to the instructions on top here, you should have to push and hold the start button, then pull and hold. This is the rail. Okay, so this is the rail here. So I should have to just push that and pull the rail. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Push that. Nope, can't do it with one hand. Now that it's started, I can use just one hand. It's very, very quiet, kind of a slight hum. Go over to some grass. Here's a little tuft of grass over here. Did a very, very good job. And what I did, I left go of the handle here. See if I can do this again. So what I did to let go, to make a stop, I just let go of the handle and it stopped right away, which is very, very nice. Now for my lawn, again, 1.5 inches is usually standard, but for me, I usually like to bring it up a little bit, so I'm probably going to bring it up a couple more clicks until I get to an area or a length that I like. The lights, I don't know if you can see them, but the lights are nice and bright. Very happy with that. It's a little sloppy, but it could be because I was putting most of the things together with one hand. I may have done something wrong. Or not put something together quite right, but we'll take a look at it. But I can tell you what, the cutting itself, very, very happy. See about the bag. Look inside the bag. Yeah, there's all kinds of grass in there. So my guess is it's like any other mower, fresh bag. Probably has a few holes in it. I mean, not holes, but areas, openings. That when it's new, kind of blows the grass out. But once it gets used a little bit, it gets a lot better. So that's the assumption I'm going to have. But overall, that's the unboxing and first use of the Ryobi 40 volt 20-inch brushless push mower. I'm impressed. So if you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please put them below in the comment section. And as always, have a great day.